Okay, back with another video for you today. Today, I'm talking about two fragrances that are from two different houses that smell very similar. In fact, both of the fragrances are created from the same perfumer. They're named completely different. And I'm talking about Musc Ravageur from Frederic Malle and Labdanum 18 from the house of Le Labo. Came out at different times, but they have similarities. In fact, they smell similar. So if you want to find out about these two fragrances and see what smells similar, what smells different, and then also compare prices, then please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time tuning into my channel here and you love watching fragrance reviews, finding out about new fragrances, discovering new brands, and of course participating in giveaways and still haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button below and also click the bell so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. So yeah, these fragrances are two of my favorite fragrances, but I favor one over the other. I'm wondering if you can guess which one it is before I talk to you about both of them. But one of them came out before the other, and both of them are created by the same perfumer, Maurice Roucel, and they're actually owned by the same parent company now. They weren't when they first launched as brands and launched these fragrances. They're owned by Estee Lauder, and Estee Lauder bought Frederic Malle first, and then I think they bought Le Labo or by Kilian, and then followed by Le Labo or by Kilian. So it was in that order. So they didn't own these houses before, but I've loved this one, Musc Ravageur, for quite a long time. And I've always loved the idea of Labdanum, so I've wanted to have this one too. But when I've worn them, each one has reminded me of the other, and I'm thinking, God, these are so close. Then, you know, when you do some research, you find out both of them are created by the same perfumer. I wonder what they were thinking, or I wonder what the perfumer was thinking to create these fragrances and make them smell similar. So let's break them both down. First of all, Maurice Roucel did Frederic Malle's Musc Ravageur in 2000, and I think Frederic Malle as a brand was launched in 2000. I could be wrong, but I think that's when they launched, or maybe in the very, very late 90s. So this is considered an oriental fragrance. It's EDP concentration. It's a 100 ml bottle for $290 plus tax. So if you buy it here in San Francisco, or most anywhere in the States, you're going to pay about $315. So if you break this down, it's a 100 ml bottle like this, you're paying about $3.15 per milliliter of juice. So that is Musc Ravageur. Now fast forward 6 years from 2000, and that's when Le Labo's Labdanum 18 was launched. Once again, this is considered an oriental, and here we're talking about Labdanum. We've spoken about this, and whenever Labdanum appears in the fragrances, we know it's going to be an oriental. There are specific notes that are, you know, definitely dead giveaways for an oriental style of fragrance. And we're not talking about derogatory words here or anything like that. We're just specifically talking about a style of fragrance or perfume. So Labdanum 18 was launched in 2006, oriental fragrance, EDP concentration. Once again, it's created by Maurice Roucel. 100 ml bottle here retails for $275, so we're looking at about $299, well $300 for a 100 ml if you bought it in the States where you had to pay tax. So price per mil turns out to be about $3 versus $3.15 for the Musc Ravageur. So what are the notes here? Now with the Musc Ravageur, they do break down the notes with top, heart, and base. And I'm sorry, I have my windows open in my studio today. I'm in a courtyard and it's raining, and I hope it's not too loud of a background noise. But with this one, you've got at the top Lavender, Bergamot, Clementine. In the heart, you've got cinnamon and cloves. And because of those cinnamon and cloves, I featured this fragrance in my warm spicy fragrances video. It's definitely a warm and spicy experience. But the base, you've got lots going on here. Sandalwood, Tonka, vanilla, Guaiac wood, Cedarwood, musk, and amber. So this is definitely an ambery experience, and I'm assuming the amber that's in here, which they don't mention Labdanum, and Labdanum is used to create an amber accord. So this is Labdanum 18. This one uses Labdanum. But let's go talk. Let's find out about the notes in this one. So with this one, it's the main focus is the Labdanum. So it's Cistus Labdanum. You've got vanilla, which is in this fragrance. You've got civet indicated here, I don't get much civet with this fragrance when I wear it. I do have to be upfront about it, and I'm very sensitive to animalic fragrances. The civet doesn't pop through for me. I don't know if that's a reformulation since it's transitioned to Estee Lauder, or if my fragrance is bad, but I bought this recently, like it's been a year, and they filled it up for me at Barney's, so it's a pretty new juice, and every time I wear it I don't get much civet. I don't know if that's just my nose not picking it up or it's not too dominant. But you also have musk here, and of course, hey, this is a musk fragrance, musk. So I guess Maurice Roucel tried to make something different, but then again the same. Then you also have balsams, tonka beans. Tonka beans is present in here. Then there's a mention of castoreum. Again, I don't pick up much castoreum with this one either. So neither of the civet or the castoreum comes through for me with this one. Then patchouli, which I do get plenty of here. In fact, this one, I smell patchouli right off the bat, and I love it. And I'm very sensitive to patchouli. Also very sensitive to civet and castoreum, and I'm not picking it up unless those two notes are very, very like meshed with the labdanum and the vanilla, that my nose is not picking it up, or it's just very minute quantities of it. Now there's cinnamon here in this fragrance, and of course this one has lots of cinnamon. And then finally you've got gurgeon balsam and birchwood. So now that I've read the notes for you for Musc Ravageur and Labdanum 18, can you guess which one I'm favoring over the other? Now I love the idea of breaking down notes, and that's one of the reasons why I love Le Labo. I love this house because all their fragrances are focusing on one note. Like Labdanum 18, you're going to get a fragrance that's focusing on labdanum. I love Frederic Malle as well because I find their fragrances very, very unique, and also very, very top quality, top-notch fragrances. Very, very quality, luxury fragrances. But this one doesn't focus on labdanum. This one focuses on the musk because it is called Musc Ravageur. And you're also building on that musk, you're building on with spicy notes. And for me, even though this is warm spicy, and you do get a lot of the cinnamon and cloves, lots of it along with that vanilla and musk, and finally the amber. To me, this one is more about the musk and those cinnamon and spices. I get a very, very warm spicy experience. With the Labdanum 18, I get a cooler experience. The amber here is not so warm. I don't know what's causing this to come off a cool. It just works that way, and it's not warm enough for me to experience it as a like a winter fragrance where I want those warm, spicy fragrances. This one acts cool, and it almost acts like I can wear this all year round, because the other thing about this fragrance is it's not so big. Like when you compare to the Musc Ravageur from Frederic Malle, this one actually is a wimp right next to it. Whereas when I wear both of them side by side, this one is going, pressing on. This one is falling flat. I'm really, really disappointed about that because I love Le Labo. I really love Le Labo. But this one keeps going and going and going, and the Labdanum 18 kind of like breaks apart. So that's one thing I wanted to mention about Labdanum 18. Let's put this one down. Labdanum 18 to me starts off great, smelling great, and it starts off smelling right off the bat like Musc Ravageur. Then it fizzles away. It just kind of like separates. Like, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but when you're ever wearing a fragrance and you notice like separating, like the notes breaking down, kind of like visually, I don't know, you've seen like images of things like falling apart, or plants rotting and dying. It's like a time frame. What do you call those? A fast speed visuals. I experienced that with the notes here on me. It just kind of like breaks apart, and almost like the notes are running away, and then I'm left with nothing. I just experienced that with this one, and I wanted to really, 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 really love this one. In fact, I do love it as a smell, but I just don't love it for its performance, especially when I'm comparing it to the Musc Ravageur. Now, I don't know if I've received a bad bottle, as I'm saying, because I've had this for a while, and even though I've used quite a bit of it, I keep going back to this one. The fact that this is a cooler version, it's not so warm, spicy, and this one just makes me feel warm, very cozy. It's a musk after all, but it's also very, very warm and cozy, and I find it to be like a perfect scent to wear during the holidays. When it's cold outside, and it's a musk. It's sexy. There's like lots of sexy touches to it, and I kind of wanted that with this one because of those animalic notes. The civet and castoreum, they just don't pop through. On me, they don't. And again, I'm very, very sensitive to animalic fragrances. I really like, a little goes a long way for me, and I'm not picking up any here. I do pick up the musk though. Definitely pick up the musk, but not the castoreum or the civet. So I'm willing to try maybe another one. Maybe perhaps go to no more Barney's, unfortunately. Go to a Le Labo here in San Francisco and maybe spray some of it on me, or maybe some other location that sells these fragrances, because I really wanted to love this, and I love Le Labo as a brand. Hopefully in the future I'm going to be talking a lot more about Le Labo fragrances, but this one just falls flat. As I said, it doesn't compete with the Musk Ravageur from Frederic Malle, even though they have similarities. So we're looking at the pricing as well. As I told you, this one's about $315 after taxes here. This one's about $300 after taxes. You are paying more for this, but you are getting better quality. You are paying less for this, but the longevity just doesn't do it justice for me, sadly. One other thing I want to mention, I'm not noticing reformulations since the transition to Estée Lauder from Le Labo. I have noticed the reformulation here. It's not so musky to me. Like in the previous edition, it definitely was more of a musky experience. The musk really stood out, less gourmand to me. This one comes off very gourmand now. I love it, don't get me wrong. With the musk, it's a very unique concoction. Love wearing it, it's very delicious. But to me, it's not as musky as it used to be pre-Estée Lauder. I don't know if you guys have experienced this or not. If you are fans of Musk Ravageur, please put that down or put a comment down so I find out. And then that's pretty much it for my video today. Just comparing these two fragrances that smell similar, are different, act different, act similar. I'm definitely favoring the Musk Ravageur over the Le Labo. Even though I love this house, I do really love the fragrances here. But for me, in this collection, I mean not in this collection, but in these two similar fragrances, I much prefer the Musk Ravageur over the Labdanum 18. But let me know what your thoughts are. Have you ever compared these two? Do you know who Maurice Roucel is, who created both of these fragrances? Do you like musk fragrances? Do you like Labdanum fragrances? And also, let me know your thoughts. Do you get animalic with this? And does the civet and the castoreum pop through as much? Maybe it is the transition. Maybe it is the Estée Lauder transition, and I'm not getting that civet and castoreum since it might be reformulated. I don't know. But anyway, those are my thoughts for you today for these two fragrances. If you have any questions or comments, please do list below. Otherwise, please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.